mercy endures forever. I want to say thank you to to everyone that views my videos. I want to say thank you. And to say thank you to all the subscribers for your beautiful energy and that come and listen. I just want to send your beautiful energy back to you. Thank you so very much for sharing it with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, it'll really help my channel, and I thank you so much for that. And even if you don't, I appreciate you just coming to get the energy and just coming and get the message. I really appreciate you for that. And I pray you share it. Don't hoard it for yourself, because if you hoard it, you're going to get dealt with, okay? Don't do that. Hand over heart for affirmation. I am not society script. I am my own definition. I am not of this system, but a flame from God, source of divine. I don't stress about what I can't physically fix. I let go of that attachment, and I monitor the use of my own energy. Monitor your energy, because if you don't, people monitor your energy and your pockets to see what's going on with you. What does gratitude really mean when life has stretched you beyond recognition? Child, today, I was like, play with it if you want to. Somebody finna get set up to get wet up. Honey, I ain't got nothing to wet you up with. But I was like, I have had my fill today. Do you hear me? It was one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And we're going to talk about it in a minute. And rage hit. Rage said there's something wrong with this effing picture. And it is wrong. And I'm getting treated unfairly. And something needs to happen. Like right now. Look here now. My training as a U.S. veteran and a transformational coach, a founder and owner of the Refuge Women's Transition Center, someone who's walked through homelessness, a spiritual reconstruction, and identity shifts, and rebirth. I don't speak about gratitude lightly. Gratitude isn't pretending things aren't perfect, because, honey, it is finding a way. It is finding a way to say thank you, God, anyway. In the midst of the tears, in the midst of you throwing a plastic bottle against the wall, I gotta laugh at it now because I was so effing angry. I was just so mad and rage. It was like, this is wrong. I am not supposed to be in this place with no water. I am not. That is just wrong. That is against everything human. Honey, we're going to talk about it in a minute. But child, then I had to go walk. I went to the beach and I grounded. I just had to get it all out. I was effing pissed today. You hear me? And I was doing things to find ways to get back into my gratitude because I was pissed. I was hurt. I didn't understand how this just could happen to me today. I finally got back into my place after writing into my journal and finding a place of peace. I finally got back there, but it took a minute. It don't happen immediately, because if you do it immediately, that means you're a spiritual bypass and you're not being honest with yourself. It's clear understanding after chaos, because it hit. It's resilience after collapse, because I promise you, I was about to knock somebody the effing out today. And I had the skills and the training to take somebody out without touching them. You remember the movie, Law Abiding Citizen? Well, I got the training from it from the military. I ain't got to touch you. But I had to talk to myself till I come back from the cliff. Because you know, if you do it, ain't nobody gonna be alive. Let it go. When I said that rage was at the top today, it was at the top because it was pulling everything to the top. It was pulling everything. When I say boiling the milk all the way, it's recognizing your strength without needing applause. Because see, when you on this walk and people know who you are, they don't even say, great job. They don't even say that. Because there's so many that are jealous and envious and have no idea what I fight on a daily basis. You have no idea. You have no clue what I go through. I know I make it look easy. I know I do. But you don't see me sitting here crying, talking to God. You don't see me sitting in here writing in my journal. You don't see me here talking to the angels and feeling like sometimes I might just lose it and go off the deep end. Because it feels like that sometimes. But humans are just so ridiculous. You're just so ridiculous. You want the gift, but you don't want to work for it. That's a hot, stinking shame. Even though it would feel good. Honey, in this video, I invite you to examine what shaped your gratitude. What did you survive that changed your perspective? What are you thankful for now that you once resisted? I'm so thankful that I stayed in my peace because I was going to set it off. Remember the movie Set It Off? Oh, it was going to be set off. But the angels ran and caught me. They was like, wait. Because you finna F something up. I said, I sure am. Ain't nobody gonna be alive when I finish. They were like, wait a minute. We pushed you too far. Wait a minute. Don't take it too seriously. I said F you and the horse you rode on. Because right now, I'm done. And I had to sit with myself. I had to go to the beach. I had to walk. I had to do all that stuff. And then coming back. And then I had to be gentle with myself. Because coming back knowing that they wasn't no running water. And I have to use my bottles of water that I drink to wash my ass. Like, really? It's just, I had enough today. The space is about growth, integrity, and doing what's right regardless of what people say or think. And I had to grab myself and go through the self-leadership of being responsible for myself and not others. I could give 2 S's about anybody else at this moment. Spiritual maturity and real life transformation. If you're ready to stop performing strength and start honoring your evolution, growth, you're in the right place. Let me tell you something. I was listening to somebody today, and I said, this all you ever got? I said, this some BS. This it. I said, you ain't really faulting it, hey. You ain't. You better believe for yourself that these gurus ain't gurus. Don't forget to subscribe for conversations on resilience, identity shifts, breaking generational patterns, and living with integrity. Drop a comment. What makes you grateful today and why? Okay. Please drop an emoji that shows what causes gratitude to rise just because. My Bible reading today. Honey, God gave it to me in a whole nother way today. And me and God been talking a lot today because God was like, I know. This must happen. Like when Jesus said, I must go through Jerusalem. I must go through Galilee. The different places he said he had to go through because there was one person he had to talk to. If there's only one person that gets what I'm saying tonight and they're able to change their life and go and keep going through the rebirth process, that's all I care about. I don't care about all the naysayers because F you. Okay, that's take that. Okay. Woo, child. Okay, so my Bible reading today is Ephesians 6:13-18. The armor of God describes spiritual proactive defense against invisible evil forces, emphasizing standing firm through truth, righteousness, faith, and prayer. It's also for the stuff that is in you that is generational and ancestral that you don't know that's in you. Because today, stuff was coming to the top that I didn't know what was in me. I didn't know that was in me. The stuff I dealt with today is ancestral. It wasn't even mine. That wasn't mine. I ain't never done nothing like that. But that wasn't mine. That was rage for how they was treated. There was a rage for the slave driver. Mm-hmm. Because I even heard, get the whip. Burn the crops. I was like, wait a minute. I ain't got no whip and no crops. That's why I knew it wasn't mine. Mm-hmm. He said, we gonna strangle him with the whip. I was like, oh my God, that ain't mine. That ain't mine. I said, oh my God, if that ain't got a hold of you, you'd have been done, honey. Ephah says persistence prayer. Evo sacrifice and offerings is regular. And what that means of sacrifice, that means sacrificing your time, sacrificing a meal, fasting, sacrificing your time. You're not around certain people. You're taking a moment for isolation. You're taking a moment for yourself to find out what's next. And that's fine. The light cut off. That's fine. Child, I'm right here. Child, you just gotta laugh at some of this ish. You do. You gotta laugh at it at some point. You gotta laugh at it. Yeah. Woo! Regular Evo and offerings to Arumala or one's ancestors are used for protection, serving as an ongoing proactive defense against the day of evil and the mindsets we inherited unknowingly. From Allah, it's saying prayer in the spirit, regular dhikr, and supplication. 23:97 through 98. My Lord, I seek refuge in you from the suggestions of the evil ones, and I seek refuge in you, my Lord, lest they be present with me. There are things in us we didn't know were there, and pressure brings them to the surface to be healed. It's mainly to see if you're going to cower back and go to the old way, go to the old to get your needs met, or will you stay with God? Will you go back to the old people and say, my water's not working? Or will you stand fast and say, F you and the horse you ran on? And God, I believe everything that you said is true. I'm going to stand right here. And though you slay me, yet will I trust you. Glory! Come on here. Yeah, I yelled. God has me and it'll be okay. I did that for every devil that thought I was going to quit. Nah, mofo, I ain't quitting. Symptoms today, realizing that no one knows me more than I do. I'm with me every day. No others can assume, only others can assume the first three letters. That's what you are when you assume who I am. I said it. Told myself, let's go. Just have fun doing this thing. The water was cut off today and I said, let me see if it's just me. I went outside and the sink outside was working. I said, ain't that some S? I got mad as F. I did, and I said, F these mofos. Then I said, I'm gonna piss them off and I'm gonna transmute all this ish. And then LL Cool J is hard as hell. Tell you tell. Rock the bell. Oh, that came on. I started jumping around to get myself. And I went outside to get the water out of the faucet outside, and started mopping the floor because I needed to clean my house. And I washed my face with some water bottles, and I did my hair with the same water bottle. The FBAs, you know, we need water and other things. I stayed in joy regardless, and Eminem came on and said, without me. And somebody, you can't do this rap game without me. He came on, I got crunk, I started crip walking and throwing gang signs. I ain't in no game, I ain't never been in no game. But I started throwing, I started doing sign language on my name and started, that was my game. I know, it was me being silly. I had to find some joy in me today. I needed all that smoke.